Well, I just love the way we have interesting
a show
laughs
behind the
in
show.
here. Yes.
Not the kind of show I want to show you guys, but
Really, the day cameras roll
on us
on
during
us
those sessions.
on those sessions.
Welcome,
Okay.
Em. Good to see you.
Yeah,
What's that?
thank you very much. Yes, I was actually looking at my,
Oh God.
But of course you always do, MM.
And I'm like, ooh, loving this look. I guess I'll keep doing it, you know.
Not bad, is it?
Yeah, I mean, like anything that accentuates my face, because I know I have a very beautiful face.
Start with the topic. Start with the topic. I guess.
So let's just talk exactly, Maz. Let's start with you. Are the one that said we should not be doing this. Okay, so yes, there was a thread I came across on Twitter, and it's about a woman who was sharing how her husband lost his job 1 month after their marriage, at their wedding rather, and then after he lost his job, the first thing he did was to call her to talk to her that to talk to her that, oh, I lost my job, and they started pleading with her not to leave him. She said she found it strange that why would he think the first thing that will come to her mind is, oh, you don't have money anymore, you lost your job, I'm going
out.
to leave you.
Yeah.
And so that brings the first question for me. Why do men feel like if they cannot provide, that's the end of their lives? I'm putting this to you. I was really wishing Michael be here. Unfortunately, he's under the weather. Then another thing that struck me was when they eventually had a sit down later, he told her to give him time. And she asked, how much time? Is it possible to put a period or a timeline to when you would get a job after losing one? Is it even possible?
Are they still married?
They are still married. In fact, they're going 5 years strong.
How did the job thing go? Did he find a job immediately?
Yeah, I believe he eventually did.
Well, they're in luck. I mean, they're one of very few people who have actually made it. But the thing is, first off, the way men are cultured, especially African. Are they Africans?
No, so I think we need to establish
Black
that they're not
Yes, they are black
Nigerians either.
Africans.
But they're not Nigerian.
They are not
Okay.
Nigerians,
So if
they're
I bring it to a
Americans.
Nigerian setting now, the way we are cultured, the way we're brought up as men is to be providers. That first before anything else. Even sometimes love.
But that's what the man was also
It's always
believing.
Yeah. Well, so it extends, it transcends into other cultures then, I guess. But the fact is that once you take that away from a man, you've taken away his manhood, quite frankly. Have you ever lost a job?
No, I haven't.
I've lost one twice. I've lost the same one twice.
You walked out on the jobs,
Well,
as you know. It wasn't like you were kicked out.
It's still an exit.
Yes,
However
but
you wanna
both of them were choices.
see, listen,
Yeah, we
sometimes
know that
these
you guys know
choices
each other
you have
really
to.
well.
Oh,
I
stop.
don't know.
Don't feel left
I
out.
didn't mean that way. No.
But these choices are choices that sometimes, even no matter how you look at them and say they're choices, it's still something that has to happen. It depends how you look at an exit. Exits for me are opportunities, and you have to be ready for an exit right from when you are comfortable inside of an opportunity. If you don't have an exit plan, then you're in trouble. So for that gentleman who didn't know what to do after his wedding, I would say that he didn't have an exit plan plotted out from the beginning of when he even got his first job. You need to know that, first of all, my network is something that I really need to strengthen before I leave a job. Secondly, I need to have, my father always says, a man with a craft never goes hungry. What do you do? Is that the only thing you do? Because you can't survive in just one job alone. If you have a craft, whether it's plaiting hair, barbing hair, no matter how small, as long as it brings a bit of money.
Even if he's talking, like
Even
me
if
now, I do voiceover. I don't know about Mazino, but I do voiceover. I model, I translate.
So now, based on
What
that,
are you feeling like? You know
use,
you have a clothing line. Let's hear a word.
use your network and that talent, and you can build other things. I've stayed 3 months without a job before, comfortably. So, well, the two things regarding the timeline and all, you can never put a timeline to it.
So it's important to also establish here the moral of the story, which she pointed out, that it's not every man that would leave you after you have stayed with them through their roughest.
Not every woman, you mean?
Sorry, not every woman that would stay. No,
every
man.
man.
Not every man that would stay with you. While you've been with him through his roughest times.
Yes.
Because now that they're at the point where he's made it, they are comfortable together. He remembers those times that she has been with him through it all. Weathering the storm, she kept on bringing in the monies, even though he kept on reassuring her, which is something that is very profound in that story. He kept on reassuring her. He kept on letting her know that, see, babe, I am working towards this. I appreciate
that word.
Very important. I appreciate the value that you're bringing. I appreciate your contribution. I appreciate your support. I know that it's not easy, but hey, bear with us through these times. I'm also trying. I mean, he made that reassurance, which is actually a problem that some of us have in our relationships. Lack of communication.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are not talking. You don't have money. You have lost job. Wife is the one doing all the hustle.
Because of
She's
the
cranky.
culture.
She's
Men are scared what their women will say when they say, I'm out of a job.
My darling, communicate.
My darling.
Tell me that's okay. All I just need is a simple, babe, I appreciate what you're doing. I love you for real.
Can I say something about that?
Allow me finish. Sorry,
Before you do,
I appreciate you. I love you for this, but please, just, you know, we'll get there. We will just that little reassurance. It doesn't matter how long he's out of a job.
I just remembered something I saw on Twitter as well. Deyemi, the actor, where he said he opened up to his babe finally that cash flow is not flowing. And to his shock, he woke up to a credit alert that was more than his needs. Sometimes just telling your spouse, you never can
blessing,
tell.
huh?
Especially if she knows you are not the dependent type, like the type that sucks
They're
up to her.
hustles.
You are the hustler. And then you didn't have money and you told her. Now, let's remind ourselves that it doesn't work like that in all cases.
Yeah.
Or you wanted to say something.
I honestly have forgotten what I wanted to say. I wanted to go off something that she was saying. I think it was something about communication and how it's I think that is actually the basis of every single thing. No matter every single problem can be solved based on the fact that you have a foundation of communication. A marriage for me is not about love or trust, it's about communication. If you're able to communicate with your partner and they know and understand you,
promise you.
they also have to understand you. Everything is going to be A-okay. You guys will drink Gary
together.
together.
What a woman just needs is that I am sorry. I appreciate you. Thanks for being there. Bakam.
Most men just left the WhatsApp group. But at this point, we have to take a break. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit.
We'll be back.